I'll catch you when I'm back.
Right, enjoy.
Thank you. That's sick. Oh my god! What the hell? Bro, this bike feels lighter than the MT10. What the hell? I'm not a fan of the seat though. I think it's in like the low mode or something. But it's alright. I'm really comfortable. Oh, it just turns. It literally, it falls. It not falls over in a bad way. Like the Harley Davidson Sportster, that falls over in a bad way. That feels fucking awful. This is almost unnervingly like agile. Oh, the brakes. This is the first BMW I'm riding as well. Very easy to ride. I am a bit wary of how quickly it turns in. Don't get me wrong, it's not like, doesn't feel unsettled. Cruise control is really easy. Like I didn't really need, oh god, that's reset. Okay, so forward. So forward is set. Okay, and then how do I go up and down? Okay, so you can just click it backwards and forward. It's not obvious on the switch gear like in some bikes that have like a plus and minus, but wow, that heated grips is a bit much though. So if I go that, then I go there, and I can bring it down, and then okay. Cool. I will, so I'm going to put this all the way up. Let's see what that's like. I don't think the camera angle is that good for you, but tough. Oh shit, tough shit. The biting point's way out there, damn. It's got a hydraulic clutch. Alright, mode. I don't want enduro. We'll go road mode. The biting point's way out, like way out. And generally speaking, I like a biting point that's a bit further out because I use two-finger clutch. But that's quite far out. I'll get used to it. It does feel like, I mean, it makes sense because we're working with a fluid instead of a cable. It's not as obvious, the biting point, but the brakes are a little bit smushy in the beginning. But the only reason I'm being a little bit critical is because of how expensive these bikes are. The initial bite on the brakes is not very nice, but that could be this one. It is lovely though, like the buffering I'm getting is fine because I'm not really getting wind. I can just kind of hear it. If I duck down a little bit, it's gone. So I know I probably need that little extension bit that goes over here. Like I really like the way it feels. It's fucking huge though, look at that. Jesus. Oh, the screen. Oh my god, the screen is awesome. I love the screen. The screen is, I can see why everyone thinks it's the best screen in the business. I mean, it's literally got everything you need. It's very obvious what you're doing. The speed is nice and big, the gear is nice and big. You can tell what heated grips I'm on. I'm actually going to turn the heated seat on, just for the lulz. Set that. Let's I don't mind the sound. Like I like the sound of the Boxer. I know some people don't, but I quite like the sound of the Boxer. You're probably not gonna lie, you probably can't hear it on the mic even when I'm accelerating, but if you can, cool. I don't feel like too much of an idiot on it. I don't really like the GS like stereotype. I don't like stereotypes on motorcycles because I feel like it ruins motorcycles, because in my opinion, if a bike's good, a bike's good. There's a reason this is sold over 1 million units. Not this one specifically, but over the course of the GS life, it's sold over 1 million units for a reason. It's wobbly as hell. Not wobbly, but as a nimble, I'd say. I like that the cruise control, like some bikes, you might have heard this in other reviews, but some bikes don't have the throttle, the roll forward on the throttle. To cancel the cruise control. Normally it's a lot of bikes have the roll forward to cancel, or press any of the brakes or the clutch or something like that, and then it'll cancel it. Some bikes, oh, I can feel that heated seat. That feels nice. That's nice. But this also has the roll forward, which I like because I use it on my bike all the time. Oh, the seat's lovely. I'd hate to know how much this bike costs. Man, I love motorcycles, man. Oh, I've noticed it kind of tells you, like, let's see if I can get it to do it again. I'll drop down to 4th. It kind of lets you know when to upshift, like that. Yeah, there. It is vibey, but it's not as vibey as you would think a Boxer would be. Apparently the newer one's a little bit less vibey as well, but I don't think it's too vibey, not gonna lie. I think it's fine. But I mean, it is coming from a dude who has a 1900cc bike, 1900cc V-twin, so maybe I'm not one to say if something's vibey or not, because I like vibey bikes. Because apparently I like overly expensive vibrators. My god, dude, I fucking love it. The indicators feel really weird. It's not like there's almost no travel to the switch. It's like a click, but it's a noticeable click. So you know that you've pressed it, even with my winter gloves on. I know that I've pressed it. Heading to the Iron Bull now, just to basically just get off the bike, take a look around, and kind of gather my thoughts, and then plan out what I'm going to say for the rest of the ride. I've still got to test ride lots more bikes and more exciting bikes to figure out whether I want something a bit more sensible that can kind of do everything. Because this thing will keep up with any of my friends. It's very nimble. I could put a top box on it, I could put luggage on it, and I can do tours. I can take my girlfriend on the back. Actually, I think my girlfriend would love it on the back of this bike, especially compared to my bike. She hasn't been on my bike. I haven't taken her on the back of any motorcycle yet. But a bike like this, it would be... That is the nice thing about a bike like this, is if eventually when we do start riding together, this is like the best place for her to ride. Put a top box on the back for somewhere for her to like support her back on. And it would be golden. It's a nice big bike, nice heavy bike. It's got the fancy suspension. The rear kicked out slightly there. To be fair, this has so far been the hardest bike to get used to. I mean, in terms of clutch. Actually, no, in terms of just bike in general, the way that it feels it's really hard. It's been the hardest bike to get, like how easy, it's almost unnervingly easy to roll. I mean, 140 horsepower is 140 horsepower, isn't it? Jesus. Yeah, I don't think anyone's started saying that a GS is slow, that's for sure. I mean, it's not MT10, but it's got 140, I think it's 143, if I'm not mistaken. This new one. No, sorry, not the new one. This one. The new one I think has 148. I could be slightly off on this one though. Well, I could be slightly off on both. I really like this though. I don't like the low chassis. It being so low is fucking weird. This is a dirt bike, bro. The normal one that I sat on last time, that was nice. It was quite tall, but like this one, my feet, I've got a bend in my knee and it touches the ground. Flat foot. I flat foot both sides with both bend in my knee. I mean, I'm 6 foot tall, it's 183 centimeters. About 183.5 or something like that. With the boots on, I think probably closer to 6'1". So probably, yeah, I don't know. But I don't I don't like this low seat. Even the low seat, I wanted a little bit high. Yeah, like if I tuck, or just tuck a little bit, like even like an inch, I get no buffering. I'm in like a cocoon. Whereas I just need that little lip thing that everyone has, and I'd be in complete protection from the wind. Is this the GSA? I think so. No, actually, I don't think this is the GSA. Actually, you should know that. It's really, with the biting point being so far, it does sound good, doesn't it? Ooh, it is heavy. It's dirty though, but look at that. I think this is just the regular GS, but the rally version. No, it's lovely. I like it. Let's go in for a quick coffee. That's sick. Yeah, I think it's off. We're good. Charged the camera a bit. Had a coffee. I'd like to know how you raise the seat. It sounds really good. So far, the only thing I'm not a fan of is the clutch. I don't like hydraulic clutch, but I do everything about the bike. I mean, it's got enough power, the seating position's nice. I do want taller seat though. I'm a bit cramped for a bike like this. It's not that wide, but at the same time, I've not done any filtering, so you know, maybe I won't have trouble with the filtering, but yeah, it's not. It sounds cool. I like the sound of the Boxer. I think the Boxer is one of the cooler sounding, like, dad bikes. Like, if you compare how this sounds to a stock like Pan America, it's not as good. But I mean, compared to the Africa Twin, that thing sounds awesome. Stock. Characteristics of handling. It falls in really easily. It's very easy to ride. It's not cumbersome. It feels like a dirt bike with how easy it just falls over, which is really strange. I'm gonna try this all the way down and see what that's like. Woo. Another one. Obviously this isn't like a long-term review or something you could take as in like someone who knows what they're talking about in terms of owning a GS, but I'm really I'm like first impressions is really good. I really quite like it. It grips. I do really like this bike. Like I could really see myself owning one, not gonna lie. But the problem is I just don't. Yeah, the idea of having a GS and the stigma around it. That I hate in the bike culture and bike community is stigmas around motorcycles. I mean, I am used to it. I'm 23 and I ride a Harley Davidson, and yes, in my opinion, the bike's fucking cool. It makes a cool noise. It looks cool as hell. But it's still, I still am stigmatized. I've still got that stigma around the fact that I own a Harley, which isn't fun. But at least generally speaking, the Harley crowds are, in my opinion, a little cooler than the GS crowd. And don't lie to me and say I don't care about being cool. You're on a motorcycle, bro. Tell me you don't care about being somewhat cool. It's a cool thing to be on a motorcycle. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Everyone thinks they look cool on a bike. I think I look cool on a bike. It's pretty much the only time I look cool. I don't want to give it back. I want to take it home. I'm so comfortable. Like, I know that if I wanted to, I could just stretch out onto the jugs, those big tits that this thing has. It handles so nice. Like, it's just, it's so playful, it's insane. There's a little bit of counter steering going on to get the bike to move like this, but that's fine. I'm sorry, but if you've got a problem counter steering, I don't know what to say. That's counter steering is not hard. It should be second nature. The mirrors are small, but you can see a fair amount out of the mirrors, in my opinion. Like, for example, the MT10's mirrors, which were like, I couldn't see anything. I had to be like, just to see where the fuck I was going, or to see who the fuck was behind me. I like that. I can just increase it. I mean, pretty much every cruise control thing can do that. I like doing that. Oh. This bike has got power, man. It's got so much more power than my bike, it's hilarious. It's just effortless. And I know, like, riding this road, I've ridden this road like on, oh yeah, to be fair, I've only ridden this road on my bike and one of my previous bikes. It's just, I can hear the tires. It's just so smooth. The engine braking's nuts. This is 6th gear. Look how fast I'm slowing down. But so we're 2,500 RPM, right? Let's drop down to 2,000 RPM. Right, I'm gonna pin it. That's nuts. And it didn't actually feel like it was lugging. That was nice. I mean, to be fair, it was 2,000 RPM. It's still not that low. But I can see what people mean by it's quite a lazy bike, as in you can chuck it in any gear and it just goes. It chugs along. It's just like, yeah, mate, let's do it, mate. Yeah, come on, man. I really like it. It's just such a hassle-free bike to ride. My arse is getting a little bit sore, only slightly. But yeah, I've literally just adjusted and I'm fine now. Again, I would like the seat a little bit taller, no? But the problem is, I feel like if the seat was a bit taller, then I would be even higher up here, and I don't really want to be higher. I kind of like how I'm sitting over here. I'm getting a lot of buffeting now, though. I can feel it. I go down slightly and the buffeting kind of disappears. Yeah, absolutely awesome. The torque, love it. And the heated grips are doing a mega job. I would raise these slightly, because that's doing fuck all. This is going to be a long review, I apologize, but I like the bike. And to be fair, it is more for me anyway. No one's going to be watching this. Man, I really like this. I don't want to get back. It really does feel like just a big dirt bike, not gonna lie. Like, it's easy to ride. Easy to ride. It moves over really. The fact that you're telling me that this thing weighs 250 kilos. It's nuts. Doesn't feel like it at all. Ah, Bops and Burbles, BMW doing their thing. Alright, so I've had some time to think and stuff, had a coffee, and my bike's filthy because I spilt a bit of fuel on this side, and then that's just muck. I'll give it a nice clean when I get home. Holy crap. Jeez, that is so dirty. Wow, okay. It's not white though, there's no salt then. The GS was lovely. Like I'm not gonna lie, if he said that they could buy my bike from me, and especially at the rate and deal that he wanted to give me, I would have bought a GS today. It was lovely. I mean, there was nothing wrong with it. That's the problem. Besides the image thing, which I spoke about earlier, which at the same time I don't really give a shit about, especially if I'm riding the bike. The bike looks cool. It rides really good. And there's just nothing wrong with the bike. That's the problem. Especially if I go test ride the normal one, which is a little bit taller, because the one I rode was a little short for me. I was kind of like that kind of bent, and I was like, that's not really what I want for an adventure bike or a tall bike. That's never gonna get old. Let me go, 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 let me go. I need to get some more GoPro batteries though, because it's a little annoying not having the flexibility of extra batteries. What the fuck?